Welcome to Now, I'm your host, Curtis Parody, bringing you the news happening in the world right now. This week has been a crazy, awesome week, which you would know if you were following my Twitter feed, which you totally should, at Curtis Parody. So if you're following my Twitter or my other videos that I posted, then you would know that I, along with some other top Sim fans, got a chance to visit Redwood Shores in California, home to Electronic Arts. This community day centered around The Sims 3 University, but we also got a little sneak peek into the next pack after it called Island Paradise. But let's keep on topic here about University. We got some great hands-on time with the game, and I have to say it's a pretty fun game. University life works like any of the world adventure style worlds where you first start out on your home world like Sunset Valley or Bridgeport or any other. Then you can select a young adult, or senior sim to send them off to university. Once there, you can choose their major for that sim, then it's time to move them in. The cool new part about university are the dorms or fraternities. There are both male and female frat houses and I believe 2 co-ed dorms, though I could be mistaken and there may only be 1. I kind of forget. I sent my male sim off to the frat house because hey, it's university and it's partly about studying and partly about partying. And for my sim, I thought, partying was probably more important. The cool thing about the frat houses or the dorms is that once you pick your room for yourself, the others actually get filled up with non-playable characters, so you get this like full house aspect. And I would just like to note that if you don't want to live in the dorms, you can rent out a house on campus. Then, if you have extra bedrooms in it, you can actually rent out those bedrooms to other NPCs, which is a kind of a great way to make some extra money. Though you can't actually set the rent amount for those rooms, so that's kind of a little bit of a downside. So you can't charge your NPCs a bunch of extra money to then cover your rent as well. So after your living accommodations have been sorted out, it's time to head off to class. There are a number of different majors you can have your Sims study in. My favorite is communication because it's the closest to what I personally studied in college. Your Sims will then head off to different classes around the campus. Each class will be in a different building, though the buildings are rabbit holes, so that's still a thing. But hey, there are a few times you do get to see your Sims in class. The first is when they're in a lecture. This takes place at the Student Union building, and it's a time to see your Sim and fellow classmates being taught by their instructor. The fun thing about this is you can actually control your Sims while they're in the class. So maybe they need to catch up on their sleep, so you can tell them to sleep. The next is the lab class. This is when your Sims will use their special object that is specific to their major to practice. I found this particularly funny when all of the communication majors brought out their portable radio stations in the quad. There are more broadcasters in this shot than necessary. In between classes, I often found myself sending my Sim off to the coffee shop to get that extra pick-me-up to help them through the day. The coffee shop contains one of the new objects in the game that allow your Sims to buy drinks and snack foods to enjoy between classes. It's a fun place for your Sims to hang out between classes or after class and study, though my Sim did little of that. After class, I sent my Sim over to one of the local hangouts. There are a few to choose from and each attracts a specific group of Sim. From the comic book store, which attracts the nerds, to the bowling alley, which attracts the jocks, and another building which I forget its name, sorry about that guys, but it's a great place for your Rebel Sims to hang out, and it also has a ton of open wall space so they can paint up a storm in there. For my first impressions of the game, I was quite satisfied. The game was fun and kept me engaged. There are lots of different things that your Sims can do and take part in. I have a feeling that you're going to be sending your Sims back multiple times just to make sure that they experience all the cool stuff at university. You can find the Sims 3 University expansion pack in stores on March 5th, the same day as SimCity. Now, after spending some time playing University, Sim guru Graham gave us a sneak peek into the next expansion pack for The Sims 3 Island Paradise. Graham showed off the cool new houseboats and how Sims can interact well on them. For myself, I thought this looked pretty cool. I'm super excited about it. I love how it adds a whole new aspect to the world. Being able to move your Sims home wherever they please is super cool, and I can't wait to see how this game looks in its completed state. Though Graham didn't show this off at the community day, the Sims team did reveal some screenshots of the new scuba divers, which looks pretty cool. Scuba diving is another brand new aspect of the game. For the first time ever, your Sims will be able to go underwater and we'll be able to follow them. So finding lost sunken treasure can take on a whole new meaning. The Sims 3 Island Paradise is scheduled to be released on June 25th of this year. So that kind of sums up all the awesome game content that we've seen at this event. But there's more. Myself and others had a chance to sit down and talk to Sim Guru Ryan and Sim Guru Britt about the upcoming packs. I'll have those interviews available to you in the near future for the first ever Now feature, so I can't wait to show that all to you. Now I'm sure many of you still have tons of questions about this event, so I'm going to host a live stream tomorrow on Paradise Media's YouTube channel at 1 p.m. Central Time. You can find a link to that right here. Right there, it should be some sort of annotation, or there should be like a link thing. You click on that, you'll be taken to that channel. Or, of course, you can check out the description below for more info and the link. During this live stream, I'll be taking your questions and, of course, answering them. And don't worry, if you missed this, it will be available on that channel for later viewing. This brings us to my question for all of you. Which pack are you most looking forward to? University or Island Paradise? Which one? Tell me which one you're most looking forward to in the comment section below. Or, of course, you can always let me know on my Facebook page, through Twitter, or on Google+. Links to that and some other cool links in the description below, along with the live stream link, because that's all down below. So go and check that out. Also, the always amazing subscribe button is down there, so be sure to click that. So until next time, I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now. Hey everyone, hopefully you enjoyed this video. You can of course check out more videos that I create by clicking on them below. Check out now for the latest news happening in the world right now, Paradise Gaming for some fun gameplay videos, or of course my vlog channel to see what I'm like outside of my studio, if you want to know about that. Also, if you're interested in supporting the show and getting some new clothes like this shirt for yourself, you can check out the store at thecurtisparodystore.ca. See you guys next time.